Hi guys, it's Crystal. So I'm starting a YouTube channel once again, and I just want to welcome you guys back if you're starting to watch again, and thank you guys for watching in the first place. This channel is going to be a lot of fun stuff, fashion, beauty, same stuff as my old channel, and like other stuff as well, like shopping hauls, vlogs, because that stuff, like, everybody does it. So I thought that I would start out like with story time. A lot's changed in my life since my last YouTube channel. I have since gotten clean and sober. I wasn't using in that portion. I actually was like really happy in my career and everything. But something I didn't tell you guys was I've been battling drug addiction for years. And, you know, I never once looked like I was. And if I did, you wouldn't know it because I wouldn't show myself. So this channel is going to really kind of touch on some like serious shit as well, which I think might give it a little bit more depth than my last channel. But I've been clean and sober now for several years, which I'm really, really happy about. But it just got a little too much. So, yeah. And, you know, at the time, like, when I was first using, I was going to two colleges, University of Washington and Pima, keeping a 3.8 GPA, 4.0 GPA. I would hope that you guys are following me on my Instagram because I talk a lot about recovery and sobriety from whatever you're recovering from. It doesn't have to be heroin or cocaine. It could be amphetamine, it could be alcohol, it could be self-harm, anorexia, anything. I mean, it's recovery and we're in this together. So one thing I caution is don't judge somebody based on how they look, because some days that I was doing terribly, you wouldn't have even known it. I'm so vain that I won't let you see it. So it's gonna, you know, talk a little bit about that, get a little bit real. I think at that point I was just so, I don't know, ashamed and embarrassed. And now it's like, if you look down on somebody who has some issues like addiction or anorexia or mental health issues, anything like that, you can go fuck yourself personally, because those of us who have struggled and have come through on the other side, we know what it's like to suffer and to struggle and to be fierce as fuck. And those who have it so easily, you know, just takes one thing in your life to make everything crumble, and for you to just wish that people could back off for a little bit. Because that's how I was. I was extremely cocky before I even touched a drug. Like, ugh, drug users are a piece of shit. They're worthless, especially heroin addicts. If you use needles, ew, you're fucking worthless and pathetic. Until it was me. So that's that. I guess that has nothing to do with this video. But anyways, my life has gotten so much better. I am now married to Ben, which a lot of people might remember. We got married, beautiful, fucking perfect wedding on Alki Beach in Seattle. We've now bought our house. You know, I'm really proud of where I am. I'm not ashamed anymore. I'm not in that crappy apartment that I hated so much. I mean, I fought really hard, and once you start living the good life and you put the work in, you know, nobody really just quits cold turkey. It's silly. You don't. Even if you stop that drug cold turkey, all the work that you have to do to stay sober is really what counts. So, you know, we've bought our dream house. That's changed. Some sad things as well. You know, I had a tribe of 6. Now we're down to 3. Unfortunately, last summer, Tucker Joseph passed away of a hemangiosarcoma. Conacat just passed away of cardiomyopathy, and Sadie passed away at 22 of old age. So, you know, but what we do have in our family is so fierce, and we're just doing like 10 times better. So I encourage you to follow my journey, you know, and where recovery can get you, because everything I have now, I own a home. I own a very nice, expensive home as well. If you look up Seattle home prices, it's not cheap. So I'm proud of this, you know, and I don't say that to brag, like, who cares? But it's just like, I care because I fucking earned it and I worked. And, you know, at some point in your life, you need to make that choice. So anyway, it's going to be like a little bit more of a realistic channel. So I hope that you guys enjoy it, and I hope that nothing offends you in this channel, because I don't want to be offensive. It's not cool to be. It's actually rather tacky to try to be offensive. But it is realistic shit. So if you're somebody who can't take real talk or realistic things happening and don't want to educate and open up your mind, then please go to another channel. But no need to bash on anybody else here. So I'm going to start this one off with kind of like a story time. Paranormal stuff. I love paranormal. I believe in it. Which is funny because I have my bachelor's in advanced science biology and I have just other certifications in science, and it's like oxymoron, but not really, because if you know like the basic science, like energy is never, not created or destroyed. So I firmly believe, even as a Catholic, there's a lot of things I believe as a Catholic that isn't mainstream Catholicism. I believe in gay rights. I believe in that not every ghost is a demon. So sometimes you have these beliefs that hold you up until you realize that it's okay to kind of see the light and be educated. Maybe just another way of seeing something. So again, also, maybe if your religion isn't into paranormal stuff or it's really going to offend you, there's really no need to comment and say like nasty things. Like, don't be tacky, like don't be cunty. Just go somewhere else. That's all. But if you do like a good ghost story, get some champagne, go get a snack, and sit back. Shut the lights off too. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly like tell this ghost story because I don't know how much fucking time I have left on my camera. So I grew up in New Jersey. I won't say where, only because I have nothing. That was creepy. And this is an old house. Did you hear that? I always used to get EVPs in my old videos too, just so you know. Like, I'd play it back like, I was alone that day. Why am I hearing an old man whispering like into my camera? I need to find this one EVP from my last apartment before I bought a house. It was the creepiest EVP ever. My cats were going nuts. Ben and I go into the bedroom. We're like, let's just take an EVP. We play it back, and this voice goes, hi. Fucking crazy. I played it for people. All right, anyway, I don't suggest starting EVPs unless you're really understanding what you're getting into and you are prepared to be able to say, look, not now. We can get into that later. So, like a dumbass, I got into paranormal stuff just kind of wanting to know, like, oh, let's do fun, like, contact ghosts and stuff. Never really worked as a child because I think when you're a kid, you don't realize that they are ghosts. And my earliest memory in my old house in New Jersey was I was, like, obsessed with those, like, sticky notepad things. So my mom would give them to me to play and draw on. And I would always draw these 3 kids, 2 girls and a boy. And my mom would ask, like, who is that? And it, like, to me, like, it was my friends. They came over, like, Mom, how do you not see that my friends are right here? It wasn't an imagination thing. It wasn't like, oh, she had such a brilliant imagination. No, like, you're fucking stupid and blind if you fucking can't see 3 kids right here. Like, I would be frustrated. And I could tell, like, it would freak my mom out. Because my mom went to Catholic school, private schools, like, very, very Catholic. And she didn't like hearing it. They went away, but one of the little girls stayed and would stay with me through teenage years. Now, up until then, some shit here and there, like everybody else, happened in life, yada yada. And I always say I never had, like, human bullies at school. I had a paranormal bully. And this is something real that can happen, so this is why I do sort of want to talk about it, and it's a cautionary tale a little bit. I was about 13 at this point, and I was really getting into Catholicism. I had crosses up in my bedroom, like beautiful prayer cards and stuff, and I had a rescue dog named Sissy. And one day, I was playing, stupid enough to play with a Ouija board, like, I don't know, it's like by Parker Brothers or something, so that was a game. Sitting in the room playing with it, nothing happened, we tossed it, it didn't come back or anything, we tossed it. But since then, weird things happened. One day, I went into my room, my dog Sissy was on my bed staring straight at the crosses, which were now slightly moving, and she was shaking and couldn't stop. And she just kept looking at me like, I can't stop shaking. 3 of the crosses fell. Now, if any of you know, the number 3 is not good. My parents just kind of were like, okay, well, let's take her to the vet. Something's probably wrong. Nothing was wrong. I knew that. And after that, I would start hearing knocks on my bedroom door. My closet door would always be open when I came home from school. I had locks on my doors, so nobody, and my parents worked, like nobody was in my room. I'm an only child. Something would knock on my door every day. Finally, I was like, come in. What is it? Because I'd go to my door and open it and no one was there. Like, thinking maybe my dad's being stupid and playing a joke. Well, one day, they weren't home. Like, they used to go on dates all the time and stuff. And they weren't home. And, like, knock on my door. And then the doorknob started to twist a little and like jiggle to open it. And I was like, what? What do you want? Come in. Nothing. I feel like because I invited it in out of frustration, it then took advantage. Then at night, like my bed was here and like my dresser was here. I would hear like fingers like like that tapping on my dresser. Day by day it would get closer. I had like a canopy bed. Then I would feel like someone grabbed the post of the canopy and slightly shake my bed. It was to the point where I would be like 16 at this point, like under the covers, just please leave me alone, like terrified. And I could feel breathing in my face, like something was just staring right at me, like I'm gonna fucking make you uncomfortable and you can't do anything about it. That's how it felt. No one believed me. Then it got to the point I was working at this one place back in New Jersey. I don't think these were related, but anyway, I went to go to the back room. It was like a shared back room, no pets or anything. I open this door, complete darkness, and I hear a growl. I mean, an intense growl, like I don't even think a dog can make it. Like, get the fuck out of here type growl. I didn't know about demons or anything back then, and I was like, is there a dog back here?